She says, I know there are some rumors circulating and I wanted to take the opportunity to explain. Can you hear the police sirens? Clemmie, they're coming for you. Clemmie Hooper, they're coming for you now, because you were doing a lot of behind the scenes. You're doing the absolute most for no reason. The police are coming. So it seems that Clemmie Hooper is now under a lot of fire and is being exposed, and a lot is going down right now in the past few days. Hey guys, it's Murad Murali. Hopefully you guys are doing well today. If you haven't already, what are you doing? Click that button and subscribe to my channel for daily and consistent content. Subscribe. Head over to my Instagram, please, Murad_Murali. I'd really appreciate it as well. And then let's get into this video. Basically, what has happened is that Clemmie Hooper has basically been exposed as she revealed herself that she goes under the name of Alice in Wonderlust, where she trolls and is abusive to other mothers, especially black women who are becoming mothers. And this has become very confusing because she's the mother herself. So why is she doing this? And nobody really understands. And Kelechi was obviously one of these individuals who was on target from her. And when she was speaking up against Clemmie Hooper's followers reported her account got taken down, and obviously it's now been reinstated. But this has been an entire situation. I thought I'd read one of these articles about it and really get into it. This article is from something that's called Galdem, and says that Instagram is enabling white mummy bloggers to silence black women like Kelechi. Last year, we finally had statistics to support the experience that black communities online have been sharing for years. Black women are more likely to be harassed online than white women. Online misogyny, many forms, from denial of service, hate speech, trolling, and sexual objectification. Couple gender and race with other intersecting forms of identities with pride and expression, and you're the perfect prey for racist, sexist trolls. An example of micro-level abuse and its trauma can be seen in last week's story with mother of daughters Clemmie Hooper and the targeting of writer, actor, and mum Kelechi, who Instagram was briefly removed and then reinstated. News broke that the adored Instagram influencer, blogger, and midwife was behind a fake account, maliciously trolling and abusing other mummy influencers. Victims and targets of the 8-month-long orchestrated attack included black women and expecting mothers-to-be. Kelechi claimed she was one of the black mums to be Clemmie targeted under her account, Alice in Wonderlust. Why? Because Kelechi dared to share her pregnancy announcement with her followers and friends, who were double happy and excited for her, as she is not too long ago honestly and bravely revealed she had a miscarriage. Kelechi wrote, she wrote the most vile things about Candice Braithwaite under the pseudonym Alice in Wonderlust. Proper racist crap. She brought my name into it at one point after I announced my pregnancy. Absolutely devilish. This is what makes Clemmie's actions both disturbing and upsetting. Clemmie, a midwife and mum of 4, knows the emotional rollercoaster mums-to-be go through and the sensitivity and love that is needed. Clemmie also knows that black women are 5 times more likely to die during or after childbirth than white women. She even discussed this 2 months ago on her podcast with Candice Braithwaite, a black woman who she wrote vile racist comments about, stating that Candice is really aggressive and used race as a weapon. For too long, the stereotype of a troll has been a greasy, angry man living in his mum's basement. This is far from true. Yes, there are incel groups who are very much fester on these collective hatreds of successful women, but as this story shows, our 21st century online troll very much include our faves, our political leaders, maybe even our friends and work colleagues. What is even more enraging is the response from Instagram. During the course of last Saturday night, Clemmie's followers allegedly reported Kelechi's Instagram account after she posted stories speaking out against Clemmie's actions. Reporting is an act of online intervention I would ordinarily promote, but this wasn't a kind, sincere intervention. It was likely an attempt to silence the victim, causing further trauma. Instagram deleted Kelechi's account while Clemmie 24 hours apology disappeared and her account remained. Instagram, owned by Facebook, silenced, deplatformed, and further traumatized the victim. They chose to pick the side of Alice in Wonderlust, a woman displaying racist and vile behavior, the very behavior they claim is against their community guidelines. Instagram silencing Kelechi also sends a horrific message to Clemmie's other victims, who should also be encouraged to speak out, not made to feel even more fearful. Even so, the outpouring of mass support for Kelechi was truly beautiful to see. Black women did what they did best and mobilized, supported, and resisted the racist system and demanded change. They posted videos on how to report Instagram's faux pas, donated money to Kelechi to compensate for the loss of income, and Daniel Dash wrote a brilliant gender and race analysis of the situation. I believe this is why Kelechi's account has been reinstated. But Instagram and its parent company Facebook cannot continue to rely on the free labor from safe and supportive spaces to fix their mess. Rightly damn so. I write this As a survivor of online abuse and a campaigner for a safer internet for all, I chose my words very carefully as I don't wish to inflict or incite abuse on anyone. But reasonable questioning and analysis, particularly of feminist leaders, activists and public figures, is accountability. Clemmie has failed to respond to the black woman who she trolled, nor to tell her followers to stop attacking Kelechi. Silence in this case is very much compliance, and tapping out is copping out. That last part, I feel like, of this article is very interesting. Tapping out is copping out, believe me. Danielle Dash also wrote a very interesting, she's an author, I believe, for this particular report called Galdem, and Kelechi seems to be very irritated by the situation, and rightly so. She says, if you're going to read anything about this issue, read this, not that trash Guardian article. The reporter was very uninterested about the blatant racism when she spoke with me on the phone. From the way some of these reporters are covering the story, you can tell the racism is strong in their bodies too. Some of them clearly can't see the racism in her actions, so would prefer to focus on her mental health and not the people she attempted to ruin. The violence that white women inflict is always minimized because that very violence is needed to uphold white supremacy. Very interesting. We see it in movies about slavery. The white female plantation owner, often depicted as harmlessly temperamental, when first accounts from the enslaved tell us a very different story. An important tenet of white supremacist patriarchy is the constructed purity of white femininity. This means that any violence committed in the name of upholding white supremacy will always be downplayed. Why the reporters are failing to see that someone showing their racism via a troll account and also being employed as a midwife will only serve to further the true function of racism, which isn't just distraction, as Toni Morrison tells us, but the extinction of blackness. This is why so far only the Galdem by Peace by Sea gets my support. If you're planning to cover this story and you're still sitting there unsatisfied going by what is the angle is the insidious nature of misogyny, or the angle is whichever position to choose to suck your mum. I'm actually dead. Let's all remember that Danielle Dash was first to explain all the effery. Black women keep telling you that's happening, that you're spinning the story yet again to suit white fragility. Interesting. I do understand and agree with what she's saying, that if you're going to report a story, bring it to your channel, bring it into an article, bring it to a newspaper, you need to record and report things from an accurate, honest, objective manner. And I feel like that's exactly what's going on here. Clemmie Hooper has basically been exposed for what has been going on. It's honestly very sad, but are we really surprised? I'm definitely not, because you do have a lot of people under the covers who do the most, act the most behind the doors, but in front of your face they are a completely different person. I'm very glad that Kelechi has spoken out about this, because her followers and people in general supported her to get her account reinstated, and this account that I just read I feel like is a very accurate and positive account indeed of exactly what has really happened. Let me know your thoughts. I'm pretty sure this has been in discussion within your mouths and with your friends in the last couple of days anyways, because everybody has been talking about this online for the last 2 days. This has been a very hot topic, so I thought I'd finally bring this into my channel now that the dust has kind of settled to an extent-ish, so that now we can kind of discuss the situation, because I feel like she is somebody who is very problematic, Miss Clemmie. I don't know who she thought she was, but clearly the clownery got to her head, and she just, I don't know, she's just doing too much. She's doing way too much, and I'm very glad that Kelechi has spoken out about it, and that particular thread that she's made is obviously very intuitive and interesting. Let me know what your thoughts are. Please do subscribe, click that button for daily and consistent content. Follow me on my Instagram, Murad_Morali, and I'll catch you guys soon for another video. I basically, have been reading up more on the situation, and I wanted to obviously add more to this conversation, because now it seems everybody is reporting that what we have here is that Clemmie Hooper has actually lost 35,000 Instagram followers. It seems that a lot of people are very upset with her and everything that has taken place, and she's also spoken out herself, and I wanted to just get forward to what she has said. There are some rumors circulating, and I wanted to take the opportunity to explain. Earlier this year I became aware of a website that had thousands of comments about my family and I. Reading them made me feel extremely paranoid and affected me much more than I knew at the time. I decided, without telling anyone else, that I would make an anonymous account so that this group of people would believe I was one of them, so that I could maybe change their opinion from the inside to defend my family and I. It became all-consuming, and it grew bigger than I knew how to handle. When the users started to suspect it was me, I made the mistake of commenting about others. I regret it all, and I'm deeply sorry. I know this has caused a lot of pain. Undoubtedly, I got lost in this online world. Clearly you did. And the more I became engrossed in the negative commentary, the more the situation escalated. Engaging in this was a huge mistake. I take full responsibility for what's happened, and I am just so sorry for the hurt I have caused everyone, including my friends and family. And it seems that people are very pissed off. Everybody is very upset with her, and rightly damn so, because I don't know what this girl was thinking. Somebody said, for example, so to deal with bullies, you became one. Really? The people on that side just need to be ignored, as all bullies do. Therefore, I shall unfollow. And that probably carries a theme, whoever this person was, as to what everybody else is doing. She's losing 35,000 followers in counting, and I'm pretty sure she's lost nearly to 40,000 now. She's losing a lot, and I guess rightly so, because you're going against other bloggers online, and that in itself obviously heightened everything against you, and rightly so, because I don't know what you thought in your process of mind that you could become a bully. And it's like, in order to defend your name, you've become one of them, and by order of becoming one of them, you've lost the transition of what you were doing to yourself, because you're so lost in that whole dark world. There's a very dark side to the whole mother blogging kind of stratosphere. There's a whole dark side to that, and clearly she got herself lost, and now she's paying for the consequences. And I feel like you need to, because I didn't understand what you were doing. This whole Elias kind of name that you've kind of undertaken, and you're attacking a lot of people, saying that people are playing the race card. These are all your genuine feelings that are coming out now, and they're all just coming out straight, and you have been exposed. It's sad, it's disgusting, but it is what it is. Am I surprised? Should we be surprised? You know what? I'm not surprised at all. I feel this behavior is actually very common. Let me know what your thoughts are. Please do subscribe, click that button for daily and consistent content. Follow me on my Instagram, Murad_Morali, and I'll catch you guys soon for another video.